From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is the Midday Report on LALATE.
It's a big noontime of noontime LALATE with incredible great news about your fourth stimulus check in this recording. This is the monthly stimulus check that starts in July, the single biggest payout you've ever seen in the history of this channel. A monthly stimulus check, the fourth stimulus update of 2021 today is incredible great news. I have all the incredible great news in this jam-packed 30-minute video. I'll be going over the monthly stimulus check, how much you're going to get, comparing the House and Senate plan, and why the president's statements today, yesterday, and last Friday are incredible great news. This is the fourth stimulus check. Then we cut to the fifth stimulus package, which will change your life. Will raise your benefits if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits to a big new number, lifetime. I have all the incredible great news. And then millions, if not billions of dollars are landing in cities and states today. And there's thousands of dollars coming to you today as well. I have all the incredible great news about money that is landing for millions of Americans starting today. And let's get to it right now on Noontime LALATE. Hey, good noontime, everybody. It is LALATE, and hope you are beautiful and safe. In this recording, we're going to go over your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 today. The multiple fourth stimulus checks that will land in your bank account starting in the month of July. We'll go over all the details and why there's incredible great news across the board today, from Wall Street to Main Street, and from the White House to what's happening minutes ago. Oh boy, a lot of breaking news. Then we'll be turning to fifth stimulus of the second half of this recording that will change your benefits lifetime and incredible great money you have wanted all these years, including changes across the board. But in between that, we're going to go over the incredible money, thousands of dollars, that are landing in your bank account this week and in your mailbox. It's not a stimulus check, it's stimulus, and you've been waiting for months to get it. It's landing this week. I'm really excited for the news to deliver to you, and let's start it right now. But first, subscribe. This is LALATE, the only 24 hours a day, 7 days a week financial news channel. From Wall Street to Main Street, from crypto to stimulus, it's all covered live in the morning, taped in the afternoon, and overnight feeds, throwbacks, and humor as well. So don't miss a single recording. Also, like this video. 3,000 likes. Let's do it. And consider becoming a member. Let's get to the breaking news right now. Fourth stimulus is the single biggest payout you've ever seen in the history of this channel. It's a monthly stimulus check. It starts in the month of July. But there's a differences if you're looking at the House plan versus the Senate plan. So let's take a look at the two plans and compare and contrast. The House plan provides stimulus checks the remainder of the pandemic plus 1 year. So let's say there's 4 months left of the pandemic. You would get 4 months of stimulus checks and add 12 months on top of that. Incredible great news. Senators would provide a stimulus check from July to December. If you're in the live chat right now and you're watching just after 11:20 on the West Coast, jump in there and get ready to say if you prefer the House or the Senate plan, House or Senate. And if you're watching this tape, drop it in the comments as well. But don't vote yet because we still got to go over those monthly amounts. The House members propose this monthly amount would be $1,000. After the first month, it would be $2,000. But the senators try to dwarf that by coming in at a much bigger monthly amount. While the amount is unknown, word on the street is it's this amount. Wow, wow, wow. $2,000 a month over 6 months, $12,000 per person. This is per person. This is incredible great news. Or $1,400 a month over 6 months, $8,400. This is incredible great news. All right, so now that you see that, House or Senate, which one do you like? Drop in the comments, House or Senate. The concepts are slightly different. House members would provide you more money cumulatively, but over many, many more months. Senators would provide you more money short term over a shorter period of time. Let's go over the incredible great details that's behind these numbers. Who gets it, where you get it, how you get it, is it income, when would you get it, and when are they going to do it? Let's go over all that right now. When? July. For the month of July, in the month of July. It is a 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process. Again, it's a 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process. It's called reconciliation. It's already started. They already have the bills in the subcommittees. They're already writing the language. That is the 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process. Now, when, where, how are you going to get the money? Ultimately, I'm a reporter. I'm not a legislator. I don't write the bills, and I don't vote on them, certainly. So I'm just reporting what they're representing. They're representing the vote is in July for July. That means you will get the stimulus check in the month of July for the month of July. Incredible great news. Then in August, for August, there would be no waves of stimulus checks like the third stimulus package. We can't do waves because it would be monthly. They can't do it in waves. You would get a check every month. Not income, not a taxable event. Would it be taken out for child support? We don't know just yet. And there you go. That is the fourth stimulus check update of 2021 in this recording, the money, getting you up to date on what that money is. But let's talk about what the president did about this money Friday, yesterday, and also today. The president has been putting forced stimulus front and center in his administration. While there's terror in the Middle East between Israel and Gaza today, while there's problems with the pipeline in New England, and there's problems of other issues around the globe, forced stimulus remains the number one talking point of the administration. Not one, but two major issues remain repeated across the board. First, the president has been telling Americans, get it done. Who is he speaking to? The Democratic leadership. They are the ones in the subcommittee working on the bill right now, saying, get it done right now. His basis for the campaign chat, for the chat, is Friday's jobs number. Not particularly a good number. It was a bad number. And with that ammunition, he's coming in saying, get this done, get it done right away. He's speaking to the Democrats who are doing the 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process to get it done. But there's other incredible great news that is behind this forced stimulus. That is simply the most exciting news of the last 7 days. And I have that coming up later in this recording. But first, let me give you a preview of what's coming up later in this recording. This is a 30-minute video. I have a lot of money for you to get you in this video. I have a lot of news to cover, so make sure you stay to the very end. Get a pen and paper ready, because coming up in about 2 minutes from now, I'm going to have a lot of money for you to get thousands of dollars starting in just a second. I don't want you to miss any of this money across the board. So let's get to what's going on with fifth stimulus. Fifth stimulus really heats up, and it heats up this fall. In September. It is the add-on for the fifth stimulus package, much like the add-on for the fourth stimulus package of stimulus checks. In the fifth stimulus package, the Democratic leadership will add on SSI and SSDI reform, just like they're adding on to the fourth stimulus, the incredible relief of stimulus checks. How do they get this done and what will be at issue? In the second half of this recording, I'll go into depth of what is this incredible relief for fifth stimulus. Again, it is a 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process. And what did the president say about this over the last 3 days? The same thing. Friday, yesterday, and today. Get it done. Incredible great news. And with that, you got that pen and paper ready? Let's do it. Let's go through the fortunes, thousands of dollars of money coming to you starting today, number one. The first money that's coming back to millions of Americans is coming not directly to you, but available at your locality. It was confirmed by Treasury yesterday, as I have been reporting since last week. It's landing last week, this week, and next week. And what is it? It's upwards of $25,000. It is rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and utility assistance for everyone that qualifies, less than approximately $75,000 an individual, and it's also SNAP. Boy, when third stimulus passed in January, I told the viewers of this channel, yeah, you're going to get a stimulus check, yeah, you're going to get $1,400, but you're going to be ready to pounce as a Purple Hawk, and that came the expression. That's where the expression came from. Hawk, hawk, Purple Hawk, to get the money before anyone else, the biggest moolah, this moolah, 10, 5, 15, $20,000. Get it before anyone else, because this is your biggest single payday, a third stimulus, not the stimulus check. And it's landing starting today, last week, and next week. So where is it? What is it? Let's go over all the numbers. Get that pen and paper ready. First, you're going to look for rent. You're going to look for rent. How much rent can you get? 4 to 6 months of rent, upwards of $5,000. Where are you going to look for rent? Your city hall, your city housing authority, Your county hall, your county housing authority. Your state hall, your state housing authority. 6 different places. If you get a no at one stop, you go to the next one. 6 different places. After you go through all that, you're also going to reach out to the nonprofits. If you, for some reason, think you are ineligible from your city, county, and state, the nonprofits are United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul. They're paying rent for millions of viewers of this channel. And guess what? If I'm going too fast while watching this live, it is archived after it's live, and you can replay the section of the video to replay back to hear that spot, to hear that information and write it down again. United Way, Salvation Army, Community Action, Catholic Charities, St. Vincent de Paul. Utility assistance, also for renters. Great news. That's a couple $100, a couple $1,000. Mortgage assistance, incredible great news as well. And that is for mortgage assistance and also homeowners utilities. And then SNAP. Absolutely incredible great news. A family of 4 in Hawaii is now getting $16,000 because of SNAP. What is SNAP? It's money for food. How do you get it? If you make less than approximately $75,000 a year, you call up 211 where you live and get that money from Department of Agriculture. Department of Agriculture. It's money for your SNAP, money for your food. And how much? $16,000 for a family of 4 in Hawaii. Wow, we're only 10 minutes in this video. Look at that. I've gotten $6,000 for SNAP for you. Actually, I've gotten upwards of $10,000, $15,000 of SNAP for a family of 4 in Hawaii. I got $5,000 for rent. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. But if you're new to this channel, or if you weren't watching the last 24 hours, I got a new term on this channel. It's called tough love. It's called tough love. And what does it mean? It means that when I tell you got to do something now, I mean you got to do it now. So if you come back to me in 2 weeks and say, where was that money? It's gone. It's literally gone. Or if you come back to me in 2 months when it starts to be paid out to the other viewers of the channel, say, where's my check? I said, you didn't do what I told you to do in May. It's gone. So tough love number 1 starts right now. It is the following news. Eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, going away in September, not coming back. There's no indication it's going to ever be extended by the federal government. They don't want it back. And rent, utilities, food, rent, utilities, mortgage assistance under 3rd stimulus, not being offered under 4th stimulus. This is the last ride at the Ponyo show. This is the last opportunity to get this money. It is first come, first served, what I call stimulus stampede. Purple Hawks, do your thing. Get your money now. Because, tough love, it's not going to be available ever again, and the eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance will be lifted in the fall. All right, let's go to the second big money. This money is coming automatically to you. Oh boy, I'm really excited for you. So this money is automatic, and it's thousands of dollars. Let me go over what this money is. If you received unemployment benefits from your state during any time in the last year and your state overpaid you at some time, no fault to your own, their computer error, then reach out to you and said, hey, you know, I think I overpaid you, return the money, and you did. Guess what? That money's coming back to you. The federal government, Marty Walsh, head of Department of Labor, the former mayor of Boston, has ordered that money returned to you immediately. This is thousands of dollars. These are people who received benefits from a state, were ordered to return it back because it was an overpayment, no fault of their own, because of computer malfeasance of the state. Get ready to look at that mailbox or that direct deposit account. You're getting money back from your state automatically if that was you. Incredible, great news. You don't have to do anything for that one. The next one is also automatic, just coming from a different source. And guess what? This could be thousands of dollars. And guess when you're getting it? Today. Wow, I'm really excited for you. So what is it? It's coming back from the IRS, from the federal government. And who's getting it? This is a person who is a single tax filer, who filed a 2020 tax return, paid taxes on their 2020 unemployment benefits to the federal government. Now they're getting back that check today, this week, from the federal government. The check will come in the mailbox as a beige envelope or white envelope with a yellow colored check in it from Department of Treasury or Internal Revenue Service refund check, or will go into your direct deposit account if that was what was listed on your 2020 return. To the address a file on the 2020 return. If you're a married couple, joint filers, then your money comes at the end of the month. This is incredible great news. So let me give you an example. Let's say you had a 2020 return and you had $9,000 of unemployment benefits. You paid $5,000 as your total tax bill on that return, of which $4,000 was taxes on your unemployment. You're getting $4,000 back because that was the taxes you paid to the federal government on unemployment. Wow, great news. You don't have to do anything. Okay, you ready for some tough love? Tough love number 2, get that pen and paper out because this may be you. You got to do this. If you had a 2020 unemployment benefits and you took out for federal taxes each week, you have to file the tax return in the next few days immediately and request that money back from the federal government. That is the federal tax return requesting the money back. Here's an example. You had a 2020 unemployment benefits and each week took out, let's say, $100 for federal taxes. Just talking about federal taxes, $100 a week, 10 weeks, $1,000. Guess what? You have to file that 2020 return in the next few days because it's due in the next few days and request back that $1,000 of taxes you took out weekly for the federal government from your unemployment benefits. Tough love, got to do it. All right, now 3 more items of tough love, and these are the ones that I think really trigger really hard. You have to do these things. Before I get to them, let me say something that I've made very clear to viewers of this channel. I think viewers are really coming up to speed very quickly. And this is, look right at the camera with me and look to me right now, that if you don't file tax returns, you never file tax returns. You don't have to file tax returns. You don't make enough money. You're on SSI. I don't have to file tax returns. That's fine. But what I'm about to tell you is that if you want the money, which I'm about to tell you, you categorically 100% have to file the tax return. If you don't, you will not get paid. End of discussion. I've had viewers say, I tweeted IRS. I called them up on the phone and say, hi, I have a beautiful daughter. I tried to push Purple Power. No, they don't want to hear about Purple Power. They want to see the tax return. They want to see the tax return. So let me get to the details of tough love on this one, and this one's a big one. 3 categories of tough love. Number 1, what we're talking about is the children. $3,600 for every child 5 to newborn, and $30,000 for every child 17 to 6, starting the month of July, prorated, so either $300 or $250 a month per child. If you made less than $75,000 and the IRS knows the child exists. 3 tough love situations. Tough love number 1. You never file tax returns, and you got 2 children under the age of 5. No, let's do 3 children under the age of 5. That's $10,000. You never file tax returns. You go right down and file that tax return today. That is $10,000. You are not going to get paid if you do not have that 2020 tax return on file indicating you have that child. Number 2, you do file tax returns, but you have not listed that child before for whatever reason. And boy, I've seen a lot of questions. I've seen a lot of questions and comments. People said the child was previously on this person's return. The child was not my child. It's his child. It's her child. You got to get the child's name on your tax return filed immediately. They do not know that child is with you with your address. Get that on file immediately. Tough love number 2. Number 3. Tough love number 3 is a more rare situation. You made a lot of money in 2019, so you're not eligible for this money. But in 2020, you took a bath. You did not have a good year. It was COVID. So guess what? You're eligible for the money, but haven't filed that 2020 return. Oh, you're in trouble because IRS is going to look at that 2019 tax return and say, hi, you made too much money. You're not getting any money for this child. Get that 2020 return on file right away. So now you've seen how tough love is really important, but guess what? I got one more tough love, and that's where you want that pen and paper ready. So if you have now seen a series of items that you need to tell that tax preparer, I need to request money back for my federal taxes. I got to list that child. Guess what? There may be one other item you got to put on that tax return. A missing stimulus check. Yes. So also add on the list of things to tell that tax preparer, if you're missing a stimulus check from the first stimulus check package, second one, the third one, or a member of your household, let's say your daughter never got her check, but everyone else in the household got them, you now need to tell that tax preparer and get it on the tax return. There you are. We're doing tough love. We're getting a lot of money, but guess what? We're also going over more about that fourth stimulus check, the incredible big payout, the biggest payout you ever see in the history of this channel, and fifth stimulus, the big money coming this fall. They'll change your life for SSI and SDI. Stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on Noontime LALATE with incredible great news about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. In this fourth stimulus check update of 2021, we've already gone over the numbers. Let's go over the breaking news about the numbers, which is incredible news across the board. I have told you that ultimately the big issue at fourth stimulus is the Democrats, and I have all that news in a second. But first, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single video across the board. This is LALATE. Financial news, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the only channel of its kind. So I don't want you to miss a single video. Subscribe today. It's free to subscribe. There's breaking, developing details, and I got more shows coming up this afternoon. Afternoons LALATE, and then evenings LALATE. 2 major shows this afternoon. Another crypto show and more overnight programming as well. So I don't want you to miss anything. Also, like this video, and if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Buried in all the news over the last 7 days was really the most incredible developing detail for fourth stimulus. And those words could be summed up in 2 words: corporate taxes. Throughout the last 7 days, the most important statement the president made for purposes of fourth stimulus out the door was his statement about corporate taxes that got buried in the news. I don't even think there's a news article about it. I saw a quick little clip of it, and it was literally buried. It's incredible great news. He is doing a deal. He is doing a deal with his Democrats. And what is that deal is? He's coming down the corporate tax rate. The corporate tax rate currently is 21%. The president had proposed 28% in his fourth stimulus package. The moderate Democrats said, I don't know if we're comfortable with 28. How about, he said, yes, deal. I'll do 25%. Away we go. That is fourth stimulus, the single biggest payout you ever seen in the history of this channel. If you're elected less than $75,000 a year, you get it. Household of 4 or less, you get it. SSI and SSDI, Social Security, Guerrero benefits, you get it. And with the monthly amount, if you're looking at the senators, is a lot more than the House members, just less number of checks. Word on the street, $2,000 a month, over 6 months, $12,000. $1,400 a month, over 6 months, $8,400. Again, the House members provide less per month on a stimulus check, but the House members provide more checks overall. Which you like? House or Senate? Drop in the comments right now. House or Senate? Which one do you like? Let's turn to fifth stimulus. Fifth stimulus is this fall. And like fourth stimulus, it's a 2-bill, 2-month, 2-step process. What do they give you? They're going to give you that SSI and SSDI reform. Let's go over broadly what it is, and then we'll go over the specifics. First, they're going to increase your benefit limits. Then they're going to remove the current asset limit and raise it up. Then they're going to add inflationary benchmark. They're going to remove the marriage penalty and then remove the income exclusion. This is incredible great news. And as a reporter, I only report what they say. I'm not your legislator, and I don't vote on it. All right, let's get to the incredible details of this. First, this is a game changer, folks. This is a life-changing event. You would have a brand new benefits number for the rest of your life at minimum, and it could go higher. This is absolutely incredible, incredible great news. So who is you? It is all of you. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, survivor benefits, brought up to a big new number. That would be your big new number. Then they would tie your benefits to inflation. Today they spoke about the inflationary rate. Wall Street was down sharply throughout much of the early part of the day. We're currently about an hour and 15 minutes before Wall Street closes. And now it's starting to rebound back, but they are worried about inflationary rates. They are for inflationary rates. You don't have to worry about them because guess what? Your benefits will be tied to them. So inflation goes up, you get paid more. It's very easy. Milk and eggs goes up, your benefits goes up. That's how it's going to work. Then they're going to remove the asset cap dating back to a 1980s law that says you can't keep more than $3,000 on hand. If for some of the members of the viewers of the channel. This incredible great news because you're going to have multiple stimulus checks potentially in your hand in that bank account. You need that asset cap removed. Then they're removing the income cap. It dates back to an antiquated 1960s law that says you can't work and stay on benefits. You're getting rid of that one. That will allow you to go work if you want to work. $1,000, $2,000 a month. Keep the money, stay on benefits. Incredible great news. And then finally, the marriage penalty. If you suffered it, you know what it is. If you're thinking about getting married, as one viewer has often commented in the chat, she knows about it. She knows what it is. She wants it gone. It would be gone forever. It would be gone forever and never coming back. So when would they get this done? This, again, is a 2-month, 2-step process, and done in around October. You would see the benefits hit your account around November. So that is the fifth stimulus package add-on of SSI reform. Like the fourth stimulus package has the add-on of stimulus checks. Now, what's important to know about what's going on today? Well, Wall Street took a real bad nosedive this morning. It's pulling back. Old tech, which is referring to IBMs and Hewlett-Packard, as opposed to new tech, which is high flyers, new companies out there like a Coinbase. Old tech has been holding up pretty well. New tech was struggling earlier in the part of the day. The Dow and NASDAQ were down sharply throughout much of today. Kathy Woods' ARK investment took a nosedive this morning. Tesla's down sharply, and this is amid concerns about where this economy really is going. What does this mean for you? It means that it doesn't impact your stimulus checks. Here's what you need to know, is that Friday's number, which had to do with jobs, is absolutely on point for your stimulus checks. You've been hearing about that Friday number for about a month. But everything else that came from Friday's number, which is why is lumber up, and why is new homes down, and why is EV not concerned, that does not concern you. Why are people not taking jobs and staying home? That does not concern your stimulus checks. That concerns other stimulus instruments, namely FPUC. Very good news for you is that broadcast media, politicians all dissected Friday's events and pushed it back onto unemployment stimulus, not onto stimulus checks. So no one came out and said, you don't. No, they didn't come out with that type of news. They kept the news from Friday's bad jobs report and pushed it onto unemployment stimulus, keeping it away from forced stimulus, monthly stimulus checks. All right, let's go back to those monthly forced stimulus checks again right now. The difference of the forced stimulus and the reason why some viewers like one item over another is because of the mindset between the House and the Senate plan. Let me explain it and let me answer a common question I've heard since this morning. The mindset is different between the House and Senate plan. The mindset of the Senate plan is to get you back to whole as quickly as possible, caught up on your bills, so that you come out of this pandemic like you went into it. The Senate plan is different than that in the House plan, which thinks there's a concern about you long term that permeates far beyond the pandemic. The House plan has one issue, which I've never talked about until this recording right now, which is how many more days, how many more months are left for the pandemic, plus 1 year. Viewers were asking that this morning. They said, well, could they undo this with a new congressional leadership next year? That's only if there was too many months left to the pandemic that the total number of stimulus checks for the House members went into the fall of next year past the midterm elections. If the midterm elections could bring in a new leadership into the Congress and they could undo it then, yes, that was among the questions viewers were asking, that maybe they could undo it at a later time. But before that point, they can. So no particular worries across the board. But with the mindset, at least for now, Senate or House, which one do you like? Drop in the comments right now. Senate or House if you're on the live chat, or Senate and House if you're watching this taped on the channel's comment section. The concept is slightly different. House members' vision that there needs to be relief long-term versus short-term versus House members see it as a long-term situation. People that have been in the chats that have said the house plan doesn't make sense for them believe that the amount of the monthly basis for the house plan doesn't get them caught up and just prolongs carrying along debt. That giving a larger amount faster gets them caught up on their debts faster, and that $1,000 a month doesn't pay anything, but just carry on a burden of a financial debt from before. That is among the comments of some viewers have delivered. But here you go. What a big morning it is, what a big noontime it is, and what a big afternoon it's going to be. This has been LALATE. And incredible great news about the fourth stimulus check update in 2021 in this recording at the front and back, at the back end. In the middle and the second half, we went over that fifth stimulus package, which has a lot of items in there besides SSI reform. If you're a member of this channel, you have the other provisions that are in there, which are an extension of hazard pay full-time for 19 years old or $25,000 or less, a $1,405 tax deduction. And then in the middle of this video, we went over the big money that's coming back from you. Thousands of dollars starting this week across the board. Ultimately, if you found yourself into one of the categories that sounded like it applies to you, it was a tough love moment, get that pen and paper, write it down. If it went too fast, replay the video, but go immediately to that tax preparer and say, I need this done. These are monies I'm entitled to. These are monies we need to do something about. And ultimately, you'll get to the finish line. But guess what? I'm looking forward to seeing you on Afternoons LALATE this afternoon. It's a 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, followed by Evenings LALATE at 5 p.m. Before that, right now, subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single video across the board. Subscribe to this channel. It's free to do. 400,000 subscribers. Let's do it. Like this video. If you're watching, like it right now. 2, 3, 4,000 likes. And consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Pounce Purple Power. Get that money before anyone else. Stay informed, stay focused, and I'll see you next on Afternoons LALATE.